We're here in Surah 12, verse 111. Let's read this real quick, y'all. And it states, "Indeed, in their stories, there was a lesson to those who have understanding. It was not a forward saying, but a confirmation to what is between his hands, and an exposition." If you don't know what exposition means, that means detail. That means explain, comprehensive breakdown on all things, and a guidance of mercy to believing people. Sounds good, right? Sounds like it makes sense. Let's go to another verse real quick, though. So here we go in Surah 11:1. Surah 11:1. ALR. If you don't know, Alif Lam Ra. Nobody else knows what that means, but it's fine. Apparently, Allah know. Allah know. Allah know best. A book whose verses are decisive, then expounded on. If you don't know what expounded on means, it means going into detail, talking about, sharing, stuff like that. On from the presence of a wise and aware. Of a wise and aware what? I don't know. But apparently the word-for-word translation breaks down this way. Now we see in these two passages that it's expounded, decisive, a breakdown of all things, exposition of all things. But now let's go to another part of the Quran. Now we're here at Surah 3:7. Hopefully you Muslims are still here following and paying attention to what's going on. So it states, "He is who has sent down on you the book." Some of its verses are decisive. Okay, but hold on now. We done looked in 11:1 and it states that this book is decisive and expounded on. But alas, some of them are decisive. Some of the books decisive. But wait, we looked at 12:111 and it says that's a detailed explanation of all things. An exposition of all things. Exposition of all things. But yet, some of the verses are, those are the mother of the book, and others are ambiguous. Wait a second. So we done seen in two other verses where it's an exposition of all things, which means it explains in detail all things, and we also see that the book itself is decisive in 11:1, followed by Allah's words that He only knows. But yet, we come here, and apparently only some of the book is decisive, and other parts of the book, who really knows? But let's keep reading just for S&Gs. Desiring the citation and desiring its interpretation, and no one knows its interpretation except Allah. So only Allah knows these ambiguous verses, probably like the words that He knows, like Alif Lam Ra. So is the book an exposition of all things? Is the book decisive, or is it kind of decisive and then sometimes it's ambiguous? Let me know down below. Let's get to the video though.